Lotto Mighty Chicken in, man. Listen, YouTube, let's get right to it. So today's topic is gonna be about highs and lows. So obviously, you know, a lot of times disappointment, there's a lot of people, we'll start here. There's a lot of people who have, you know, they say they have depression or they struggle with depression, anxiety, these mental battles. And when you're struggling with these battles, it distracts you from the reality of things, right? What does that mean? There can be things going on, but that doesn't mean that is the reality of the entire situation. I was watching a video, I can't remember the guy's name, he's a YouTuber, and he was talking about how life goes in cycles of 12, right? So like, if you think of it like a clock, like 12 hours is one rotation around the clock. And the concept basically was that, you know, you get to, you're at a low, and then eventually you get to a high, and then you spiral, or it goes back on the loop. You go into another low, and then you go to a high. So the reason why I like this video was because something I always say to my clients, or in general to people, is you're gonna have highs and lows, and they can either really the peaks and valleys of these highs and lows, right? I like to think of it like sound waves or hills, right? So you have your baseline, and then you have your highs, and you have your lows. The key is to stay as close to that baseline as possible. Because just like the seasons, just like we know where the sun's gonna be at a certain time, we know those are things we can't control. We know winter's coming, we know summer's coming, we know this, we know that. But the one thing we can control is our response to those external things. And I like to think I'm pretty stoic for the most part. And I think I'm, you know, I have my emotions in check, but sometimes like you react emotionally without even noticing, and it's subconscious, and by the time you realize, oh, maybe I just reacted like a little like unhinged or what have you, you've already shown your hand, so to speak. So the reason why I like this video is it was like a better way of explaining the theory of the baseline and the highs and lows. And I guess what I wanted to talk about with you guys is just, you know, take things as they come and remain like a rock. Like, it goes back to the video I made yesterday about, you know, like attaching yourself to an outcome. Like, the less expectations you have, the less disappointment you will experience. So, you know, you just kind of have to roll with the punches. When things are good, enjoy it. That's why I say celebrate your wins, you know what I mean? But you also got to know that it's the calm before the storm, so to speak. I know it's hard out there, y'all boys. I'm trying, just like everybody else. If you made it this far, go ahead and drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all boys in the next one.